You probably think of the Vatican as a place of solemn mass, church bells, and communion wine. But back in the 15th century, when Europe was a boiling pot of power struggles, there's a strange historical anecdote that refuses to die. The Vatican almost trained a squad of ninja. Yes, ninja, stealthy warriors operating in the shadows, under the banner of religion. Not kidding. Ninja. Part 1. The Vatican and the Power Protection Problem. During the Renaissance, the Vatican wasn't just a religious hub. It was a political powerhouse in Europe. Back then, power was constantly up for grabs, challenged by powerful families like the Medici or foreign forces with their own agendas. One rumor that floated around during the time? To protect its interests, the Vatican allegedly backed secret operative groups specialized in missions that never made it into the history books. And the weirdest twist? Some of these groups were said to be trained in Eastern combat philosophy, with whispers of influence from feudal Japan. Part 2. Shadows in the Sanctuary. According to unofficial accounts, this night warrior group had some eerily specific traits. They wore dark clothing, operated after sundown, and were masters of silence. Their training blended physical discipline with mental fortitude, including meditation, patience, and infiltration tactics. Their missions? Intelligence gathering, covert communication, and protecting internal secrets from outside threats. They never called themselves ninja, but modern scholars can't help comparing their methods to Japan's legendary shinobi. Part 3. Europe's Era of Shadow Wars. Vatican's secretive self-defense strategy didn't stay secret for long. Soon, Florence, Venice, Milan, even parts of the Holy Roman Empire began forming their own spy rings and assassination squads. The consequences? Political assassinations skyrocketed. City-states across Europe descended into silent chaos. Spy networks overlapped, giving rise to conspiracies, counterintelligence. And even counterintelligence, yes, that's a thing. Part 4. Straight out of a comic book. Some of the most infamous and borderline ridiculous anecdotes from the time include a priest supposedly trained to deliver mass while firing a grappling hook to scale walls. One group allegedly snuck into a council chamber just to swap out a sermon for a more diplomatically worded version. And the wild legend of the Shadow Pope, a figure rumored to slice through a candle's flame with a sword, without extinguishing it. No evidence, obviously, but it's a fan favorite in historical conspiracy circles. Part 5. What about today? To this day, the Vatican still holds countless classified archives. No one truly knows how far they went in the past to protect their power, or what kind of records remain sealed away. But one thing is certain. When religion, politics, and shadows mix, history always ends up with a few jaw-dropping chapters. Closing, the price of historic power moves. Sometimes, to preserve a system, people are willing to make the most outrageous moves imaginable. And when history finally reveals these bizarre puzzle pieces, all we can do is sigh, yet another decision that might have reshaped an entire continent. Next episode teaser, Episode 4, The Uprising, over a bell ringing at the wrong hour. Sounds ridiculous? Oh, it actually happened. If you found the whole Vatican plus Ninja story weirdly fascinating, smash that, like, hit subscribe, and drop a comment. Church Shadows, so we can keep digging through history's wildest, weirdest decisions humanity ever made.